Good afternoon. I have a couple questions for you. What's your son's life worth? What's your husband's life worth? Something we need to look at. Workplace fatalities. My name is Scott Whitehead. I'm co-owner, vice president, director of operations for Ford Safety. We handle safety in the workplace, safety and training. According to OSHA, Bureau of Labor and Statistics, the average cost of a fatality in the workplace is roughly $1 million. According to NIOSH, the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, there were 4,836 workers that lost their lives in 2015. That's a cost of $4.8 billion. The cost, just the monetary cost of a workplace fatality, is tremendous. Now, who suffers this? Who suffers from this loss of monetary gain? First is the family. It puts a financial burden on the family. Some people say, well, the companies will pay for this. You have life insurance. The company that the employee was working for, they're going to cover the cost. They will, to a certain extent. But they have insurance companies that pay that. It just doesn't come out of their pocket. They also have lawyers that work for them. And we all know that lawyers, when they get involved, they are working for the people that hired them. They are not working for the family. You have to have your own lawyer. Most families don't have enough life insurance. I've dealt with fatalities on the job. I've seen the hardship that it creates for families. Wives, children, mothers, fathers. It is a tremendous monetary cost. We're not even going to talk about the mental anguish, the psychological cost that there is due to a workplace fatality. Just the monetary cost. Other than the family, who else does it affect? It affects the company that the employee was working for. That company did not look for that employee to get killed on the job. They do not want that. There are costs incurred to that company. Lawyers' fees, investigations, lawsuits. Well, how does a company recover that money? They pass it along to the consumer. It's like the federal government. The federal government has no money. They take it from somewhere else. Well, if you're producing a good or you're providing a service as your business and your costs go up, then you're going to have to recoup that somewhere because those companies have board of directors and they have shareholders. The shareholders want their money. They want a return on their investment. Who else suffers? Local communities suffer. If a company goes out of business, that means they're laying workers off. Or if they don't lay them off, they're cutting hours back. You have decreased income, local families. That's money that could be spent local restaurants, local stores. People get back to buying only what they need instead of what they want. You're also looking at back to burden on the families. What about kids that they had planned to send to college? Where's that college tuition money going to come from? It's not there now. We need to look at the way that we take care of our workers a lot differently than what we have been. Monetary cost is just one aspect of a workplace fatality. I've covered some of the costs that are incurred, and there are many more. We don't have time to do it in a day. But you need to look at how you're going to take care of your workers. The cost of families, communities, in pure dollars, it's staggering. One thing that I also want to say is when you go on a work site and you look at it, would I want my son working here? Would I want my daughter working here? Would I want my brother working here? And just remember, when you're looking at safety, there are a lot of costs that go in when something happens.